Hello, my wonderful third graders. Today we are going to work with our dropping the silent E rule. So we've been working quite a bit with suffixes. Suffixes are endings that we put at the end of base words to add meaning. Sometimes we want to say that something happened in the past. Sometimes we want to say things are happening now. Sometimes we want to add more to the meaning of a base word. Um, However, we are learning that when we add suffixes to base words, sometimes it can change the spelling, the original spelling of the base word. We learned that last week with the doubling rule. We learned that if a base word is one syllable, ends in one consonant, and has one short vowel before that consonant, and we want to add a vowel suffix, we have to double that last letter in the base word when spelling it with the suffix. However, this week, we are only working with words that have a silent E at the end. Base words that have a silent E. Base words that we want to add a suffix to that has a silent E on it. Some examples of base words with silent E endings: save, care, bake, joke, like. All of these words have silent E's. You do not hear the E at the end of the word because the E's job, its only job, is to tell the vowel that's before it to say its name. Ave, air, b, ache, ike, oak. That's its job. It is a placeholder. So the vowel doesn't stay short, it says its long vowel sound. Without it, it changes the word completely and how we read it. Now, we are learning this week that when we want to add suffixes to these kind of words, to these words with silent E endings, we need to be aware of whether or not we are adding a vowel suffix or we are adding a consonant suffix. Some examples of vowel suffixes: ing, ed, est, and so forth. Those are all examples. Oh, let's not forget er, that's a common one. These are all examples of vowel suffixes because they begin with a vowel. They begin with a vowel. Those are vowel suffixes. When we are adding a vowel suffix, like in this case, the word safe, when we have safe as the base word, that has a silent E at the end, we want to add a vowel suffix er to it to make it safer, more safe. We have to drop, and I'll make an X on that silent. We have to drop that silent E before sliding the ER over. So the rule is, when a word ends in a silent E, drop the silent E when you add a suffix beginning with a vowel. So if you are adding a vowel suffix to a base word with a silent E ending, you have to drop that E. You have to drop it. Now, if the suffix that you're adding is not a vowel suffix, meaning it starts with a consonant, like in this example, safely, the base word safe, it has that silent E. However, we want to add this suffix to it, ly. This is a consonant suffix because it does not start with a vowel, it starts with a consonant. So, in order to spell this correctly with the suffix, we leave the magic E alone. The magic E stays. He stays. He stays. So, the rule is for that is when a vowel ends in a silent E, keep the E when adding a suffix beginning with a consonant. And that is all our rule is this week. So we're going to take a look at questions to ask about dropping E. The first thing we need to say is, Does our word or your word end in a silent E? Because if the answer is yes, then you need to ask this question. Does the suffix you want to add start with a vowel? If the answer is yes, then you need to drop the E. If the answer is no, don't drop. So let's practice this. Here I have base words in blue, suffixes in red. Let's look at the first word. The base word is wave. The suffix is ed. So if I put those together, I would get waved. I would get waved. And how would I spell that correctly? Well, if looking back at our chart, we have to ask ourselves, does the word have a silent E in it? Let's see, wave. Yes, it does. W-A-V. It does. That E is not making a sound and it's making A say its name. So yes, the answer is yes. Now the next thing I ask myself is, well, is it a vowel suffix? Is ed a vowel suffix? I want to add ed to wave to make it waved. Is ed a vowel suffix? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. So if the answer is yes, I have to drop that E. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it. And then I would spell wave, W-A-V-E-D. I wouldn't spell it with 2 E's. No way, Jose. Let's look at drive plus ing. Drive plus ing. The word drive have a magic E in it? Yes, it does. Dr, I, v. You don't hear that E, and that E's making I say its name. Ing is a vowel suffix. So I can say yes, that is a vowel suffix. I'm going to say yes. That is a vowel suffix. Ing, the suffix ing starts with an I, and that's a vowel. I is a vowel. So, what do I have to do next? Well, I have to drop that E. Remember, if my word, my base word, has a magic E in it, and I'm trying to add a vowel suffix, I need to drop that E. The big question, to drop or not to drop? Let's look at this. Care plus full equals careful. Care, yes, that's a silent E on that. However, is full a vowel suffix? The answer is no, 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 no. Full starts with an F. That's a consonant. So the rule is you leave the magic E alone. So I would spell careful with the magic E because full is not a vowel suffix. What about caring? What if I wanted to make it caring instead of careful? Well, in this case, the suffix ing is a vowel suffix, meaning I have to drop that E before spelling it. So I would spell caring without the magic E. You have a few word sums to complete on Schoology where you have to do the same thing. You have to take a look at your base word and say, does my base word have a silent E? If the answer is yes, then ask yourself, well, does the suffix I want to add have a vowel? Does it start with a vowel? And if the answer is yes, you drop the E. If the answer is no, you don't drop the E. I want you to practice this concept in your assignment today. And I will also post this poster to help you stay on track.